I recently watched Valarie Kaur's TED Talk, Three Lessons of Revolutionary Love in a Time of Rage, as part of our shared reflections we do each month as spiritual life advisors or chaplains at New York University. She said many moving, inspiring, and challenging things, many of which I agreed with. Her three elements of revolutionary love: see no strangers, tend the wound, and breathe and push to love ourselves, namely love for others, love for opponents, and love for self, were profound and welcome words in a society experiencing deep pain and sadness. Some of her talk I did not necessarily agree with, such as saying this is a primarily feminine and gendered intervention of loving ourselves approach that was missing from Gandhi, King, and Mandela. I think this may be a little bit more complicated than she presented, which is okay. This is the wonder of sharing ideas and furthering discourse to try to make the world a better place. However, she said something near the beginning of her talk that really had me sit up in my chair and replay it several times. In recounting the story of Mai Bongo, the first Sikh woman warrior, Kaur mentioned that she led them to where no one else would. She became the one she was waiting for. Wow. We need leaders to lead. Though if we wait and nobody shows up, we either sit and do nothing, maintaining the status quo, or we need to take a stand and lead. Often there are those who inspire us and we want to follow, though at times are invited to take up that role ourselves. To say that we could not act because we do not know what to do means we become complicit in our own world sinking into violence, intolerance, hyper-nationalism, and injustice. However, it is also quite literally sinking as the sea levels rise while continuing along the intentional march toward the global extinction of many beings who cannot do anything to save themselves. We can wait for leaders to help us to try to stop it, though in many ways, it is now too late to stop. Waiting for leadership that has not come will doom future generations. And while I will likely not be around to see it, that is not something I welcome on my conscience. So, how can we become the one we are waiting for? What can we do because governments, businesses, and religions fail to act? Mind you, these are complicated issues, and laying blame distracts from what must be done. The blame game feels so good, though like daydreams alone, they do not make any difference in the world. Laying blame does not fix anything. Instead, it further cements the feeling of being right, which is very different than acting in a right way. Since blame will not save us, that leaves only us. So I ask you, what can we do to be the one the earth is waiting for? For nobody else is coming to save us.